Hey, what's up? This is Coach D. Hey, listen, I'm going to show you guys a training that I did on the best Facebook engagement and posting strategy that I've ever come up with. Okay. Now, this does not involve any spamming. You guys know I don't like doing the spam thing. Do your thing, but it doesn't work for me, right? And I want you guys to pay really close attention to this. When I first did this training, I didn't release it publicly. I just made it available to some of my insider students at the time. Okay, but now I want to release it publicly, and the reason being because I see a lot of people out there, even some people in my Facebook group, who they're putting in the work. They're marketing their business, they're doing what they know how to do. I love that, right? But there's some things that maybe they didn't learn about in their other trainings, right? As it relates to Facebook. Okay. And you guys know I've had a lot of success on Facebook when I was doing network marketing, right? And I'm just getting back into it. And I also run an offline business as well, right? So that takes up a good bit of my time. But my thing is, I want to put this Facebook engagement strategy out there so that people can start getting the results that they have been working for, but it just has not been coming to fruition yet, right? So you need to grab you a pen and a paper. All right. I tried to be as detailed as possible. I'm showing you guys exactly step by step what I did in this particular strategy that created me, multiple $1,000 sales. And you guys know we had an opportunity that we were in a while back that paid out instant commissions, right? That was not available anymore. So don't be like info, right? But I was banging it out, right? And the training I'm got to show you guys now, I will say this is a very powerful part, but it is part of a longer, more detailed Facebook strategy that I put together as part of my DMO. Okay. But what I'm telling you is this part right here, even with whatever you're doing now, okay, I don't care what you're promoting. If you are an online marketer, okay, whether it be network marketer, affiliate marketer, no matter what you're promoting, if you implement this part into your daily strategy, I can almost guarantee you, and I say almost because, let's be real, a human being can't guarantee somebody else something else, right? Let's just keep that a buck, right? But I can almost, okay, guarantee you that you're going to see increased results from this. Why? Not because it's magical, but because it works. Now, when I came up with this, I learned from different people, different strategies, different coaches. I paid $1,000 for this coach, $2,000 for this coach. One program was like $7,500. Paid different things, and so all of it wasn't in one program. All of it wasn't from one coach. I had to learn, and then I had to put my twist on it. Okay, so what you're getting is a part of that, of what I had to put together. All right, and actually implement, meaning I had to actually do it. Right, and when I started seeing the results, I was like, yo, I'm on to something, right? So I'm showing you something that you may have not seen put together quite this way. It's in a very simplistic way. Sometimes people try to make stuff all hard and stuff like that. Hey, it is what it is, man, but I'm not trying to make it all difficult, because if I'm going to take my time to do a training for you, I want you to succeed. So keep that in mind, that this is a part of the DMO that I use for when I'm doing Facebook marketing, but it is a very powerful part as it relates to this Facebook engagement and posting strategy. So pen, paper, take notes, do it step by step. And definitely when you start implementing this each day in your business, all right, I want you to comment below or reach out to me and let me know how you're making out with it. And if you're seeing, increased engagement where it matters. I don't care about getting no 200 comments. That ain't what matters. All right. And you're going to see in this video, right, in this training, you're going to see why what I'm telling you to do works, because I'm also going through the psychology behind it. I believe in understanding the psychology of something, right? Not just somebody telling you to do something, but understanding why does it work, right? Because when you understand why does it work, it creates that buy-in that you're more likely to do this Facebook engagement strategy. So you're like, yo, it makes sense that it works. Coach D said it works, but it makes sense that it works above all, right? Because it needs to make sense to you, not just me. Then you know what? I'm going to keep doing it, and I want you to do it. So without further ado, you got your pen? Pause if you need to get your pen or something, right? Go get your pen. Check this out. What's going on, everybody? This is 𝐘𝐨𝐮'𝐫𝐞 lady coming at you. And look, what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about how you can actually get people to engage with your posts, actually be able to see your post without you having to spam their inbox. All right. Because a lot of times, people are out there marketing and everything. And when they don't see results, they're not really getting the reactions that they want. They start just spamming people's inboxes, and it makes you look real thirsty, and people wind up not joining you anyway just because of that. It's like if they would have joined you before, now they're not, because you're just bugging them in their inbox. So we want to talk about two different ways that you can do this. Actually, you can do this on Facebook, and you can do it actually for free. All right, so we're going to talk about that. So to do that, I'm going to share my screen with you. So let's set you up for that. So then, because I want to go onto my Facebook page and show you guys a couple of techniques. All right, so let's go ahead, log on to Facebook. All right, the first one I'm going to show you is one that you actually can use when you're in the work from home groups. So let's say we just go ahead and find a work from home group. All right. And most people are in some work from home groups, so you should be able to find one for yourself that you have joined. All right. So I'm just going to pick this one right here. It doesn't really matter which one you pick. Just pick a work from home group. It doesn't even have to be a work from home group. I mean, it could be any type of group that you typically would post your stuff in, when you're trying to get other people to see your opportunity. Any type of group that you would post your stuff in is the type of group that I'm talking about. Right now, in this example, we're just going to use work from home. All right. So what you want to do when you go to the work from home group is you want to go and check out the members. All right. You want to go and check out the members. All right. And once again, you're not going to be hitting the members up, spamming them in their inbox. All right. So just watch how we do this. And let me move that out the way. All right. So I have to scroll down. All right. Now, the way Facebook lists the members is everyone that's on your friends list is going to show up at the top. All right. So you got the admins and moderators. You're not worried about them, but you want to see the regular members that are on your friends list. So it happens to be that I have 22 people on my friends list that are also members of this group. So down here, you see where it says see all friends. So you want to go ahead and see all friends. All right. Because what we're trying to do is we want to get in front of the people who are already acclimated to us somewhat, meaning they're on our friends list, right? But they don't already see our posts. And because what happens is with Facebook, because of the algorithm that they have, you can have 1,000 friends and only about 30 people will actually see your posts that you put up every day, right? Because Facebook is looking for the engagement. So if you're not seeing them, they're not seeing you, then guess what? There is no engagement. You don't even know to, put a comment on their post or anything because you don't see it coming down your timeline, right? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to look on here. So I'm looking for a person or people, but, in this example, I'm going to just look for one person that I don't normally see coming down my timeline. Even though they're my friends, like I said, there's plenty of people I've never seen before, all right? So we're just going to choose one. Just give you an example. So let's say if we chose this person here, right? I don't remember ever seeing her coming down my timeline, just choosing off random. But she is a person that's listed on my friends list. All right. So we're going to choose her. We're actually going to go to her profile. All right. And it says view profile. So we're just actually going to go to her profile. All right. Now, this is what you want to keep in mind when you're choosing the person that you're going to go to their profile on. What you're looking for on their profile is a couple of different things, but ultimately you're looking for engagement. You're looking to see, one, are they posting about their company? The only reason you would care about that is to see if they're in the company you're in, and one of the opportunities you're in. That's the only reason you would care about that. Other than that, you want to see the type of engagement that they get on their post, whether they get a lot of engagement or not. Because if you choose a post that a person has put that does not typically get a lot of engagement, then it's more likely that they're actually going to see, your comment and reaction that you're going to put on it. All right. So, let me scroll back up. I missed some. All right. And as we scroll down, we want to look for the type of post that is neutral, what I call neutral. You don't want to comment on a post that is, controversial, like if it's dealing with politics, religion, or anything like that. Anything that could be controversial, you don't want to comment on that. That's not what you're doing with this particular, strategy. All right. So you want to choose something that's neutral. And you want to try and choose something that they actually create the post, not just like, for instance, all right, this right here, somebody just tagged her and, posted on her wall, right? A lot of people try and do that. They'll tag people and just post it on their wall. All right. So they tag her, here and just posted it all up on her wall. All right. So she didn't post that herself. So we're looking for something that, she posted herself. All right. That person tagged her and posted on her wall. All right. So let's go down and just look for something that she did. This person again tagged her and posted all up on her wall. That's a whole nother subject. But okay. All right. This right here, she posted this herself. It doesn't say that she's shared it from or that she's with anyone. She posted herself. All right. So now you see she posted herself. Now you want to look and see, well, does it already have a whole bunch of engagement? Like I said, you want yours to stand out, meaning they'll actually see it. So right here, it has 6 reactions, but only has 1 comment, so it's not a whole bunch of engagement going on. So yours will likely stand out. So you're not going to put anything crazy. You put a heart. All right. The reason why you want to put a heart or another type of reaction other than just putting a like sign is because the way Facebook algorithm is right now, of course, their algorithm changes a lot, right? The way their algorithm is right now, when you put a reaction that's other than the like, okay, it actually has more weight in their algorithm. So it's more likely that that person will start seeing what you have, going on in your post. All right. So you want to go ahead, you put a like and just put something that's neutral about it. It says never give up, trying to do what you really want to do. Okay. So you can say, awesome post. That's 100% fact. Facts. Okay. And then you would just tag them in that post. You say awesome post. That's 100% fact. And her name is Angela Woods. All right. Angela Woods. Okay. So yes, you do want to tag them in it. Once again, the purpose of this is for them to actually see that you posted it. So that's why you want something that does not have a lot of engagement, and you want something to where it's neutral, so that you're not, commenting on crazy stuff, because that has a reflection on you. And I mean, if you're on Facebook, one of your main reasons is to connect with people for business purposes, then don't go up there commenting on things that are very controversial that you could wind up getting in an argument over. You don't want to do that. All right. And that's how you do that. And that's what you do. All right. Now, also what you want to do, and you can do this beforehand or afterhand, really it's probably better if you do it at the beginning. So we'll go ahead and do it now. All right. And I'm recording this today, which is the 16th. So, don't mind if you guys see your own posts up here. It's just what comes down my timeline. All right. So one of the things you want to do on your end, all right, is you want to go ahead and make sure that you have a good post that you put up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and post something. Now, on this particular one, I'm going to my fan page, and I'm going to just share a post that I made earlier from my fan page over to my timeline. Because basically, you just want a post on your timeline that is either inspirational or it can be business, one of the two, but you definitely want, a good mixture of those things. So make sure one of those type of posts is up there. So I made a business type of post earlier, so I'm going to just share it over to my regular timeline. All right. All right, this is one right here. So, all right, so let me share it over there. All right, share. All right, let that populate. Like I said, I'm just going to share this to my regular Facebook profile. All right, so switch this up here. Share my timeline. All right, because that's going to share it to my regular Facebook profile, that post that I made. And that's what we want to do. All right, we're just going to share it. And I'm going to show you why. All right, so post it. All right, so now I want you to go ahead and look at your timeline, because your timeline is what, when the people go and check you out, this is what they're going to see. All right, and I'll show you what I mean by check you out. Okay, First, I want to go ahead and show you my timeline. So this is the same way that you find your own timeline. You go and click your name. All right. So you can see everything that you posted, because this is what they're going to see. They're going to see the stuff that you posted, right? So when she goes over and checks out my profile on my timeline, she's going to see this post here. So she's going to see that, you know, this is one of the opportunities I'm in, okay? Or she will see an inspirational post. So either one will work, okay? Reason being, because you don't want to have all business on your, especially not on your main profile page. You know, you want to have a healthy mixture. You don't want to just be business. It'll seem kind of spammy. You know, you want to have some motivation in there. Like, so when she scrolls down, not only will she see this, she's like, oh, okay, well, you know, the car lady or Divine, whichever name, she's like, oh, okay, well, this person, you know, is doing something business-wise, you know, and it says something as little as a $25 investment, blah, 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 okay. And if she wants to reach out, she can reach out right here at this link, okay? But the point is that she's now going to be seeing what I'm posting, and she's going to have a reason to come and check me out. Why? Because remember what we did. I went and put a heart on her, one of her posts that was on her timeline. I said something positive, and this is what happens. Think about it for yourself, right? When a person comments or puts a heart or any other type of reaction on one of your posts, and you're not used to seeing that person, okay? Now, mind you, I chose someone who's not used to seeing myself because I'm not used to seeing theirs, all right? What the first thing you do is you go to their profile, because you want to say, well, who's this? I see that we're friends, but, you know, who is this person? You know, even though they just put up something positive, you know, but we get curious, you know, we're curious. So we want to see who's this. So this is what she's going to see. She's going to see that business post. She's going to see me mix in some motivation that I did a little bit earlier. All right. And then we scroll on down. All right. Scroll on down as my computer's acting up on me. And then she's going to see another business post that I made, you know, the other day. That she's going to see some more motivation posts. So it's a healthy mixture that person is going to see now, because I put a heart and I commented. And to make sure that you guys understand, you don't want to overdo it. Don't think that, oh, well, if I, you know, go to her post or his post or whatever, and I put, you know, like, I do like 5 different ones, hearts and comments, that it's going to make it. No, don't do that, because that's going to make you look scammy, like you're a stalker or something, right? So don't stalk people. So you saw how simple that was. We went to the work from home group. Like I say, any group that you normally would post in for business, okay? It'll work on. I just happen to choose the work from home group. You go to that group, you see who's on your friends list, all right? Someone that you typically don't see their posts coming through. That means they're probably not seeing you. Choose them, find one of their posts that's on their profile, okay? Not in that work from home group, but on their profile, okay? All right, you may say, well, why am I doing that? Why do I want to, you know, attract those type of people? Here's the thing. If you are in a business, okay, you want to attract people who you don't have to convince that they need to be in a business, right? Okay, now they may need to decide if they want to be in business with you, or they may need to decide if they want to be in the same type of business that you're in, but you don't want to have to convince them that, hey, you know, having a 9-to-5 may not be the best situation for you if you don't, you know, if you're not happy with it, you know, trying to take somebody from the 9-to-5 mindset, you know, so these people that you're reaching out to already understand that the 9-to-5 mindset is not the only mindset to have. And how do you know that? Because they're already in those work from home groups the same way that you're in there posted about whatever opportunities you have, okay? So that's why it's important to choose groups that you would normally post your stuff in, so that way you will be around like-minded people when you're trying to reach out to them. So that's one hurdle that you don't have to worry about, you know, getting hung up on, as far as, man, all these people, you know, are looking for jobs, so it might be hard for me to, you know, kind of convert them, so to speak. Those people that work from home groups and different groups like that, they're already converted. So that makes it real simple. All right. So that's one strategy right there. Real simple. The key to anything, this one especially, is consistency. So don't think that you do it one time and then that's it. All right. You want to make sure that you're consistent with it. You know, and you want to do multiples, not just one. I'm just showing you an example of one. Okay. But you may want to do, you know, what that took us, maybe if I wasn't explaining it, if I was just doing it, that would have taken me all of about maybe 30 seconds.
okay? At the most, all right? So you figure 30 seconds, you do this. Let's say if you do 20 a day, all right? What's that? 6 minutes or something like that. So when you're looking at it like that, it doesn't take you a long time, all right? Wait a minute. I did say 30 seconds and 20 people. Well, look, y'all know what I meant. All right. So,
all right, now that you've seen all the steps of this Facebook engagement strategy, all right, you are ready to rock and roll. Here's what I want you to do. All right. Take your notes that you made and all of that good stuff and put it to work today. Put down in the comments, guys, no matter if you're watching this on Facebook, no matter if you're watching on YouTube. All right. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, baby. Let me know that you're getting some value from this. All right. Give me the thumbs up. Give me the hearts. You feel me? If you're on Facebook, you give me the hearts, you know? All right. But put down in the comments and let me know one thing that you learned from this. Okay, because I'm bringing you guys the value, all right, and I want to make sure that it's making sense to you, because if it's not making sense, it's not going to turn into dollars for you, all right. Other than that, you already know what we're going to do. At the end of the day, we're going to take